Hi, welcome to another week of Depression Simulator 9000. Yeah, we're getting kind of destroyed, aren't we? As it does happen in the raid weekend, sometimes you get the oof matchmaking. Turn down this. Actually, wait 1 second. Let's find that. Okay. Hello, Makaran, Blackwing, and Shahab. You're not gonna be available because you got an exam tomorrow? Yo, go study, man. Go study. I don't want to see another Blackwing Wizard Valley anyways. One Blackwing Wizard Valley for 2026 at the start of the year, that is enough for me. Yeah, good luck on your exam. Let's get started with the simple golem attack. Pull a zap there. Pretty good barb on the right. We can use one more to pull the zap. Minion split's kind of whatever. We'll wait for them. Normally you don't want to give your minions all the time in the world when you're using Golem because it's a bit of a slow attack. Your Golem does need time, but I think we started by like 210 we should be good. So we'll drop our haste like here. Actually should have dropped the haste more to the left, but whatever. We need the minions to also clear some of those buildings on the left so we can get to the blast bow. I'll have this frost for this rock artillery, and then yeah, at this point we're basically done this attack. For a base like this, with so many ruins on the outside, we just want to send in a golem on the right, and then use the minions, the eye dragon and the hog riders for the ruins. Pretty chill base. I'll take the first day off from you. What does that even mean? Okay, there's no way my golem just sends it to the Inferno, right? There's no way. Oh my god, there's no way my Eye Dragon loses that. And my golem does that to me. Bro, I hate my troops sometimes. Oh my god, there's no freaking way. There's no freaking way. Bro, how? How do we not even win with the zap? That's crazy. Oh my god. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, we're gonna barrel topside. Eye Dragon Hog. This. We're gonna frost this, and then we'll probably frost. Shoot. That sucks. That's insane. Bro, what was that golem pathing? He actually just took the path of least resistance to the Inferno Tower. That's insane. And then we have the worst Eye Dragon ever. Oh no, bro. Oh no. That's another terrible Eye Dragon. Are you kidding me? Okay, thank freaking God. He takes out the Blast Bow. If he didn't, it was actually just over. Yeah, it's over. Oh my God, are you serious? Alright, let's hopefully get good clans though. Because, yeah, it's not been good so far. Force quit this, rip. This should have been easy, but we just got as unlucky as possible on that first hit. Oh my God, finally. Finally. Oh, we were rewarded for inting. Is there any Balloon Skies players around right now? We're finally getting T-Fills, thank freaking God. Thank freaking God. This is actually one of the worst matchmaking weeks ever, but we can play this. It's playable. Week is playable. I mean, yeah, Peak does go like that though. No matter how easy a Peak is, if you get unlucky, you're screwed. It's just how it is. But at least we got rewarded. There's probably a Skeleton Park, so you can take that, Jamon. Thank God for the Chinese default clans. We need more of these. More and more and more, please. Finally just had a straight up into Peak before we get anything good. I think I inted one last stream too. Not been playing great on stream this week, but you don't need to be good, you just need to be lucky in Clan Capital. That's how this game works. Alright. So yeah, these are pretty low level defaults, so it shouldn't be that much of an issue. I mean, last stream there wasn't anything I could do though. I think there's one that I inted and then the rest were wasn't playable. Actually no, there's two that I inted. Yeah, we were inting last stream. I will pretend we didn't do that. I need to get better at finding distractions for when I fail. So I can like point to a shiny thing and chat doesn't notice what I just did on screen. Kind of like how Trump is with the Epstein files. Like the moment People start asking about him. And Bubba in the files. War with Venezuela. JFK files. New shiny thing over there. That's what I gotta start doing myself. People don't have attention spans anymore. Alright, so Jamon's got Scotland Park. I'm not good at Barb Camp. Does anyone know Barb Camp here? I can take it if no one else knows it, but I'll probably be winging it. We can take Onkari. Is this level 5? Yeah, it is, but it's low level, so this should be super simple. Ran Sparky. Bro. These low-level defenses are actually kind of messing with me. Things are dying too quick. Does an iDragon win this? Oh my god, it actually does. Okay, this is really low level. Archer here. Minions when the Wasp starts looking. Hello, no name. Balloon Sky's got its first set of defaults. It's a field day. Hallelujah. Complain enough and you shall receive. Oh my god. I cannot deploy that ram to save my life. That's fine. Everything's looking good. Just don't mess up the next rams, alright? Sen, don't screw this up that hard. Alright, we didn't pull the Zap Trap, so I gotta pull up the next ram. Oh wait, did the iDragon pull the Zap? We're absolute clowns. Yeah, bro. The Balloon Skies players just pulled up on me while I went to bed and then triple failed on me. I can't even go to sleep with these people around. I gotta sleep in terror. Red Scotland Park. DC's high level. Are you serious? Why is DC so high level? 10k DC and a 9.7. What about BW? Oh, BW's high too. Well, this is more level 4s. It's not like level 5s. But there's probably gonna be level 4 Teslas. If someone knows Builder's Workshop well, they can probably take this, but it's not an easy levels to hit. Like, you'd probably bring a Zap. And probably Zap at the start and then Zap here. I'll leave it to the boys to decide. And then I'll just hit the other ones. 8 minor DC strat. So I don't know the 8 minor DC strat. I don't know it. So either someone comes in who knows the 8 miners, or I'm just gonna yell 9 miners. Sam, what would you do if your boss found your YouTube channel? You know, I don't really think I would care if my boss found it. Like, what was it gonna do to me? I have a pretty chill relationship with him. We don't really talk about gaming. Like, I think he's like 40. So our interests aren't aligned, but we have a chill relationship. Who I don't want finding out is my mom, though. If my mom finds out, well, I told her that I have an art YouTube channel, which is half truth, half lie now that I'm starting to do some drawing at the end of streams. But if she found out it was a gaming one, she's an Asian mom, I'll put it that way, my head would probably be severed before I had a time to realize what was going on. How many days do I do every weekend? Well, ever since Foon's retired, it's been less. Probably like 30 accounts? I don't know, somewhere around there. Which is still a lot, but it's pretty chill. I have a lot of free time to draw now. A lot more, at least. I think 30 hits takes around, if you play them well, probably around 6 hours. Maybe a little bit more, maybe like 7. So yeah, once I do the 2 streams, which are like 4 hours a piece, I don't have much to do left. It's like this week, I pretty much just have to do the stream, and then I did a couple hours on Friday and we're good. I'm gonna look up your mom's contact info and call her up and expose your secret. You'll never find her. How are the qualifiers signed? I griefed, but my team carried me, so I think we'll be good. I griefed unbelievably hard, but Alpal and PL are the GOATs. It's actually probably pretty hard to find my mom. Like, she's one of those, a lot of Asian people or immigrants, they'll have like an American name that they never actually go by except for official documents. So she has like an American name when she does research. She has a PhD in chemistry, but none of her friends call her by that. You grief, but Q pulled a big BC finish. Okay, so I had good openings, and then I turbo griefed the finishes. So I ended up failing. I also griefed the peak. I got 48%. So yeah, not Sen's proudest moment. Are we gonna lose a miner? Please don't. One miner's low and it's getting focused down. Stop it. Also, why are these walls maxed? Chinese bot clans don't normally do this because wall maxing is really bad for upgrades per gold. Actually, it's literally 0 upgrades. Wait, 0 upgrades? No, it's 1 upgrade. For like millions of gold. One miner splits off for the spear. That's pretty good, actually. Well, it's good if you can... Oh my god. It doesn't get the kill. I think this is too much. These buildings are too high level, and we didn't get the dragon post. For high level DCs, it needs to go perfect. Q and Sushi carried us. Q the GOAT. I don't actually think you need to do that well in the qualifiers, because there's only, what, 2 teams that get eliminated there? So as long as you get a, like, above 2-star average, should be good. Yeah, my name is Sen. That's not hard to find. It's like the phonetic version of a Chinese character. Jamon, do you know Balloon Lagoon? No, it's literally, well, it's pronounced Sin. It's pronounced Sin. But it's Sen. I don't know why it's written that way, but yeah. Basically, it translates from Chinese to something similar to forest. Wohong. Not quite. Not quite. Okay, you know what? Alright. I'll just get ready for the default peak then. Sandee's Instagram? I used to have Instagram when I was in high school, but not anymore. The crush I had back in the day, I had one in 10th grade, and then I got one just to be on there, and then, yeah, I never actually used it. I feel like Instagram is just a bunch of girls taking photos of their food, and then a bunch of dudes stalking those girls. Am I wrong? I guess there's probably more bots now than ever, but at least during my time when AI wasn't a thing, that was the primary use of Instagram. But I actually don't use any social media anymore besides YouTube, of course, and then Discord. Oh, right, this is 750, huh? Alright, we do push-ups while Jamon hits. We'll let him hit, and then... Oh, my arms are so sore from yesterday, actually. Oh, am I gonna be okay this stream? I can't actually afford any fails. Ah. I completely forgot about that. Alright. Bro, if I have to do like more than 30 push-ups this stream, I might actually die. My arms are sore as fudge. So basically too cool to use Instagram? Nah, too much of a loser to use it. I don't eat any pretty food or have any friends on Instagram, really. Then pull your pants down a little. It's more comfortable that way. I have pajamas right now. And I just realized what you just meant by that, and let's not go for that. Let's not go for NSFW vibes. Peak is default, right? Yeah. Let's train up the army, so. Don't forget. All right, looks like Sparky's going the right way. Oh no. Is he okay here? Oh, he is not okay. Okay, he's not taking Balloon Lagoon ever again. he was too early on the barrels because the walls were low level. Does Spark go for bomb tower? I don't think Dragon wins. Does Dragon win? I think it doesn't one-shot the... Dragon doesn't win that. Alright. Alright, I guess I'm taking Balloon Lagoon with Wizards from now on. Everyone inted Balloon Lagoon this week. I should have taken it. I should have taken it. I should have known Wizards were the way. It's also 750. I'm not counting this one. This one wasn't me. This one wasn't me. I know I counted one last stream. We're not counting this one this time. All right, let's go. How's your teammate? How new is my teammates? My teammates are pretty good. You like stalking girls? It's fun. Let's not do that. Let us not be stalking random girls, especially if we're over the age of 18. This is actually pretty low level peak. Why is this so low level? Chinese clans don't normally do this. Traps are high level, but... Because Chinese clans, they try to upgrade their offense to CH10 level and then let their bots take over from there. But if you want to have your offense leveled as cheaply as possible, you're going to level up your peak quite a bit. So I don't know how they program this. Sen never lived for real. Listen, instead of investing my time into pointless things like woman and friendship, I was on that Sigma male grind set. Clan Capital, Home Village all the way. Home Village for a time, Home Village not anymore. So have you ever had it itchy that you'd rub on the wall? You mean like my pencil tip? I don't know how this would get itchy, but I have not. Sammy Deuce, have you slept with so far this year? I slept with myself, does that count? So that's one. Listen, I wasn't on the list. I wasn't invited. I'm an innocent man who's not conducted any crimes. Alright, and then we can zap. 675. Good enough. Alright, 13 on a full default low levels criminal though. You're never taking another Balloon Lagoon, Mr. Jamon. This clan has maxed offense, right though? Or at least max minors. Because that's like the hallmark of the bots. They didn't even max their minors. Okay, that's probably not a bot clan then. Alright, that's doable. That's not doable. This is default. Level 3, good luck. This is default. Jamon, you're not taking this. We are dragoning this one. And let's hit Builder's Workshop. This is slightly modified. You can still graveyard the top side. They just moved some stuff in the middle, I guess. So we chain here. Chains should be fine. You could do like wizards if you wanted to be cute on the district hall, but there's no reason to. Probably just barrel this cannon. Balloon Sky's 18. If you slept with yourself, then it means... I don't mean it that way, okay? There's different ways to go to bed than... to pleasure yourself before doing so. Do a grade right here. Just missed my game? What do you mean just missed your game? Wait, did you miss like your tournament qualifiers? Okay, so we move some bombs. Basketball? Oh wait, Crops, you play basketball? I thought you were in India. And I thought you also play badminton. Or do you play both? Didn't even know that you could even get into basketball games in India. That sounds very uncultured. Like in the United States, you can go to like anywhere with a basketball court, especially if it's a more white and black neighborhood, and you can get into games. For real, I haven't touched the ball for more than 3 months, I guess. Badminton's better. Well, badminton's more expensive, so... I guess it's easier to get into basketball. Dude, what the heck are you saying? I don't know how big basketball is in India. I know China's big on basketball. The basketball scene in India is way better than football? Oh, that's cool. Yes, of course, people do play basketball, but rare. Okay. I see. I don't know any Indian basketball players though. I don't know any Chinese ones. Probably because of height mainly though. Let's grab this one. Javon, do you want the Skeleton Park or am I gonna take that? Sen, you didn't... Why didn't you become a basketball player? So I used to play basketball a little bit when I was in kindergarten. Like, it was one of the sports that we had in recess. I'm kind of grieving here, wait. We spent one too many rams. That's fine. I'll figure out how to deal with this. But I never got that into it at the time. Probably because I was bad at aiming. And I didn't feel like learning how to get better. Forget 6'6". Crops isn't even 6 feet. Most people aren't 6 feet. I'm 5'9". And I'm in a first world country, which is even worse. You're 6'2"? Cap. That's right, Battles. That is so cap. Sen is 5'2", by the way. Listen, I stand up when I do push-ups. You can see that I'm clearly a tall, masculine figure. Guess we can use bar speed through the last wall. I guess it's fine. It's very easy to mistake me for a hunk. Prof's 5'11" and Sen is 5'9". Well, I say 5'9", but like, that's like 5'9" if you look at it from the wrong perspective. If you look at it from a ground kind of view, you get a more accurate depiction of how tall I am, which is incredibly tall. No. That should be fine. I guess I'll let... Wait, this is level 3. Oh. Lol. I was like, wait, where's the blast bow? I was not paying attention there. Is DC default? Nope. Or double frosting minor. I'm 175 centimeters, but if you add the length of my shoulder, it'd be 200 of your soldier. It'd be 200. I don't believe that's how it's measured, Mr. No Name. I don't believe women, when they're asking you about your height, are asking about your combined length combined with your girth. I think they're only looking for your length. Now I understand you might be pretty girthy and you would like that to compensate for your deficiency in height, but I'm afraid that is that and this is this. You were the one who told me your height, dumbass. How does Battles know all of this weird information? Like, whenever I've said something 6 months ago and I contradict myself on stream 6 months later, Battles is always like, oh, it's from this stream. You said that one time. I'm like, bro, what? Why are you using all of this precious memory RAM on this information when even I don't remember it? Hmm. I think he was trying to tell that his shoulders looked appealing. No, he's talking about his, he was talking about his soldier, not his shoulder. A little bit different in that context, in fact. Just a tad. If you multiply girth and length, it'll be 100 centimeters. That's very short. That's like a dwarf. What are we talking about? You write this stuff down? Do you actually keep a record of everything everyone says? That's what I imagine Infinity does. He's the pettiest man alive. Who keeps all the receipts. Is Battles Infinity's alt account? I really just want to 10 minor this. Is that irresponsible? It's probably irresponsible. Do I care that it's irresponsible? Not really. We'll do 9. For science. For science, he says. Good enough. Why send minor spamming? Because minor spamming is the easiest way to get through planes like this. How are you? Feel like you've entered or begun this conversation in the wrong order. You started talking to me for a little while, Battles, and now you ask how am I? How dare you? I mean, how are you holding up after the 80 push-ups? Oh, I'm actually sore as fuck. I'm still sore after yesterday. It actually hurts. I've done 10 today, and we're not doing any more, okay? We are going perfect today. There's no way around it. I can't afford to fail anymore. Oh, there's a Tesla here. Oh. So what would be your reaction if your son invited you to his boxing debut, but he shows up in bikini holding a round card? Well, because I don't have a son, I wouldn't know. I would try to support him and encourage him to stop. But I don't think he would be allowed to even step foot in the arena to begin with, like that. Support him and stop him? What do you mean? I would show him my support by trying to stop him. Sometimes you gotta stop the people you love from making terrible mistakes in their lives. Sometimes you can support them by telling them to stop and finding them some help. Gotta go play some badminton. Take care, Corpsey. Let me know how badly you get smoked. Alright, this is a 14. Pretty good, pretty good. Let's think. I think you actually just start on the peak. No reason to graveyard. So we'll probably rage. You can't actually kill this easily, huh? Well, if you keep the Eye Dragon alive, you can. Bring another Eye Dragon, let's hope it doesn't end. Famous last words. Bro, is there any way the Eye Dragon doesn't end actually? Let's hope he doesn't. I don't have a great contingency plan if he does. Let's try this. But ever since the shutdown, he became unemployed. Well, furloughed is a little bit different from unemployed, but yeah, for a time I was just sitting at home. But I'm back to my job, and I have a 2-hour commute every day, which sucks. Like 2 hours there, 2 hours back. So it's like 4 hours. Alright, I actually got that kill. Hopefully we pull the zap as well. Okay, there's a lot of zaps out here. Not pleasant. Oh wait, the peak locks onto one barb? Hell yeah. That's not good. Huh. This is awkward. Where does Spark go next? Think she goes towards the Tesla? Should be fine regardless, but... that's unfortunate. Please, please kill the rock artillery, please. Yes! Alright, good enough. Wait, do you get the giant cannon? No, you don't. But if there's a zap trap, you'll pull that. Those last 2 hits were pretty good. There's no zaps over here, interesting. And yeah, badminton's really exhausting. It's one of the most tiring sports. Because you have to move around a lot, your entire body, and you have to think. Let's do this. Just do double graveyard on the backside here. Bard here. Oh my god, there's a lot of bombs. Right in here. And then Sparky can just kill all the buildings. We don't have to kill the giants. Since you're originated from China, do you play table tennis? I do not. I don't. Table tennis looks super goofy. It just looks weird. Like when they play, they look, I don't know. I don't know what it is, but like they're strutting around the board and they're like super dramatically posed. I don't know why I can't take it seriously. Did you check Madao? I still haven't. I keep forgetting to check that one out. If you go 60... Oh, no. Not the 6-7 memes. Oh, no. Not the horrible Builder's Workshop. Oh, well, there's at least Skeleton Park. Golden Quarries rip. Rusties are terrible. And, yeah, I guess we gotta live with this. I think if there's traps on the right side, there's no way. So we just assume that there isn't and use a barrel for the right. We could also just hog it. Hog is less risky, but it's more risky to zap traps, which is more likely to be over there. So we're gonna barrel. And then Sparky, you're supposed to start in the middle, I believe, unless you want a balloon. We could balloon all this. Start Sparky here, go left. Hopefully there's no Tesla around here. Sparky goes here next. Probably put a graveyard on this multi-cannon and then maybe on this giant cannon. There's a wizard tower here though. It's a little bit awkward. Maybe just put it on the multi-cannon. You also can't barrel this blast bow, I think. You'll probably have to hog it. That giant cannon is annoying. Let's do this. And then we do haste. Pull some zaps there too. I was trying to see if my barb would pull any zaps. So that's why I drop it like that. I actually want to put a graveyard here. Wait, what? That locks on me there. That's unlucky. And Tesla hits me. Ah, that zap hits me like that. Balloon didn't pull it. Tragedy. I think that's a rip. Just barrel and see what happens. Barrel actually worked, but yeah, this is just too hard. Chains are just not good in the middle. And we got farmed by Zap. Right. The rest of these just aren't doable. Alright, we can minor spam the rest. I suck at making use of graveyard. I think it's not that hard to the graveyard portion, at least, because after you know what buildings the graveyard is bad against, you just drop them away from those buildings. Like, it's very bad against wizard towers, so you don't want to put it in range of those. It's very good on top of giant cannon, so if you can put it on a giant cannon or on top of a multi-mortar, that's very good. But other than that, you can play it by instinct. It's usually not the hardest part of an attack. And pretty much no matter where you drop it, it'll be good for the second attack, so I don't think placement's actually that important. But like in terms of actually making use of graveyards, you just have to make sure that you have a constant stream of Rams dying, so that's how you get the Larrys crunching out from the tombstones. Alright, so that works out, and the rest of these are just minor spam. You must go take out the trash, BRB. Is that a code word for taking someone out? I'm not gonna frost the blast, but whatever. You have to frost the dragons on DC, even if it means you don't get to frost a blast bow. This is clan capital at the highest level. Bro's taking Razouge out. Why does even Battles hate Razouge now? I thought that was more a Discord thing. Battles got vendetta against the impersonator. The impersonator scum. But you're on Discord? Wait, Battles, you're on Discord? I didn't know that. I thought you said you refused to get Discord. Why the change of heart? You know you're on it? Is this a fake battles? Do I know you? Is there a new battles impersonator? The Discord battles? How else would I talk to Crops off stream then? I don't know. I don't know what platforms the Indians have. I know you guys don't have TikTok, but you guys have like an alternate form of TikTok. That guy's so shy in DMs. He's bashful. He's bashful in front of Lord Battles. He's meek. He's paying you your due respect. On this stream and in front of me, he's brazen. He acts like he owns the place. I guess when he's in your presence, he understands who the real alpha is. We've told this to you a million times, we don't have an alt TikTok. Sure, but you can have like a messenger. I know Europeans use WhatsApp, I don't know if India uses it. He's blushing, dude. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see a blushing Crops. What a cutie. No homo. Wait, isn't Crops older than you? Why is he acting bashful? Why is he trying to act cute in front of you? I think that's a red flag, Mr. Battles. I have a sneaking suspicion he might be on the list then. Who knows, Lamau? I'm wondering, are the people from the stream like normal outside of the stream? Is this the place where you relieve your life stresses? You release your inner egos? And start prancing like monkeys? This is a weird base. I think we just don't use wall breakers or rams at the start. That was probably eye drawing in the middle. How do you do this? What in the world is this base? Golem is bad. At least it's very slow. It's not easy to kill this rocket artillery. Is it double Sparky angle? Trying can't stop you from donating this. There's a big wizard bomb at the end. I think it's probably graveyards here. What does this corn hub in the background? It's just my lo-fi playlist, alright? This is not Corn Hub. Weirdest peak I've seen all year? Yeah, it's a weird one. Bro, it's also been 3 days in the year. Any peak that's weird, you can say that about. And don't tell me, Battles, you become one of those people that's like, oh, this is... See you next year. Ho, 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 ho. Don't be like one of those, Battles. You're better than this. Oh, crap. There might be a Tesla on the other side like that then. Alright. Multi-cannon is a little scary, so... Ah! Did not get the tanking on it. We take like half HP on our Sparky. Might come to bite us later. Okay. Alright, that should be good. We pull a lot of the traps. Looks like all the traps are towards the peak side. Larry's are kind of swarming that cannon too. And then we have some last bars I can use over here. Where's the other Tesla? Oh, it's in the middle. It wasn't on the right side. So there's still a lot left on the base. We pull that zap, that's actually huge. We don't need to use a barb over there then for the second attack. I think we're supposed to start sparking on the right, then it goes to the multi-cannon, and then we wizard bomb the ending. The wizard bomb's the hard part though. We could also go golem. I think golem might just be simpler actually. $5.8k first hit. And we get a lot of trash buildings. But if you go golem, the scary part is the double inferno. But this is like giga wizard bomb. A giga wizard bomb. Frost these two, golem. Right? I think it still is golem. I drag 4 wizards. Don't see how this isn't golem. So we're gonna call him here. You can't frost the blast one Inferno, so we're just gonna take this one with the rock artillery and try to cover the dragon as much as we can. We'll use a Ramda tank for the blast with multi-cannon on the approach. And as long as the first Inferno Tower doesn't smash our heads in, should be good. And we'll have a couple of rams to stop it from locking on too early. I think Wizard Bomb is as risky as using Eye Dragon. Yeah, we're gonna use an Eye Dragon for the enemy Super Dragon, because it'll distract my wizards, and I don't think I have a good way to kill the dragon before it does with the wizards. So we'll go with a bit of a hedge play, which is using the dragon to kill the Super Dragon, and then just have the wizards try to clean up the rest. Ram here. Oh, rip. Wait, really? Okay, that was ugly. Wait, we didn't even have to kill the dragon, lol. Alright. That works. So, decent raids, 13, 14, 16. If we can keep it up, we can maybe clear raid 18, but how many accounts do we have left? We have not many. There's like no way, actually. Oh. Oh, that's what we like to see, boys. That's what we like to see. Code Send, when and how? I've had Code Send for a long time. I just never advertised it. All right, Jamon, this is your time. You 99%ed the last one. This is your moment to shine. Full default maxed, clan. Oh boy, here we go. This is the moment we were waiting for. I don't know how that ran path the way it did. Oh no. Oh, that's really bad. Giants hitting the fence is really bad. Because sometimes that means your wizards get farmed. Okay, he's good. The giant does get hit pretty bad. I don't know why, but giant hitting the fence is not good on GM. It just never works out. Okay, wizard is really smart though here. And here. How much did you make with your code, I wonder? Not much. I don't advertise once again that hard. So maybe like 100 or 200? I think the main use for the codes is when there's a new town hall that drops and those YouTubers are making all those gemming to max videos with those thumbnails, you know. They get a lot of views. And I assume they get a lot of people using the codes because they advertise the codes multiple times throughout the video. They're like, oh, look at this pack. It's really good for upgrading to the new defense levels. Oh, by the way, use my code. They say it at the beginning, the middle, and the end. Guess I was early on the bar, but it's fine. Sparky is pretty healthy. Had a pretty decently lucky run. So we got that. Balloon Lagoon. You know what? We'll leave the Balloon Lagoon to someone else. Don't let me down. Does Sparky take less time to load in Rage? No. Rage doesn't affect your hit speed. Rage affects the damage and the move speed. But because of how much damage Sparky does, and how well it lines up with the Rage spell, Sparky Rage almost one-shots every single building in Claim Capital. So it's like a delete button, basically. And you'll see it on Wizard Valley as well. So if you found out that your crush is lesbian, what are you gonna do? Funny story, that actually did happen once. I just packed my bag. Collected the L. And then said, we'll get him next time, champ. Because what are you going to do if that's the case, Battles? There is no coming back from that. There is no coming back from that. So here's the Sparky Rage. Deletes both giant cannons. Threesome, obviously. And then Sparky Rage doesn't actually one-shot Infernos, but it's darn close. It is darn close. Okay. But real talk though, I know that's like a male fantasy that you're gonna get in between between two girls, but think about it. If you're gay and you're doing a threesome, don't you just get the same gender again? Like, why would you invite the opposite gender in that case? Logically speaking. I feel like you would just get three of a kind, right? You just realized you're like Crofts? Yeah, you hang around that man for long enough and that's what you become. You become the very thing you swore to destroy. I've never thought about a threesome. I actually haven't really either. Although everyone in chat's gonna say Cap, even though it's true. Dragon here. Barrel here. Oh my god. Larry's, don't do it. Okay, if the Larry's kill the air defense too fast, your Dragonfly's left and it's over. That almost happened to me. Thank goodness. We're looking solid now. Looking solid. Please. Kill. Okay. I almost screwed that. I almost screwed that up. Right after here. How's the Larrys in the top left doing? They're doing fine. Leave this method in the past, bro. Everyone keeps using Sparky at Balloon Skies versus Max Builder's Workshop, and they keep failing. I'm taking my destiny into my own hands with the barrel. There is no way I'm letting these people continuously get away with what they've been getting away with. Look at how beautiful the barrel strat is. You don't get this kind of dopamine anywhere else in the clan capital. Hi Sen, how do you shift the Super Dragon to the left in Builder's Workshop? Because when I do it, it always goes forward. Shift to the left in Builder's Workshop, because it always goes forward. Do you mean how you deploy the dragon at the start? Because here's how it works. Oh, I'm not co-leader. But the way you drop it, your dragon, which is something that a lot of people screw up on, is you have to drop it inside the deployment box. If you drop your troops in the deployment box, it'll drop where you place the troop. But if you drop the troop like just outside of the deployment block box, like maybe one tile out from where you legally can deploy, it drops the troop in like a random spot. You can test this out yourself, but yeah, you have to make sure that where you click is inside the deployment zone. Otherwise, it just randomly drops it for you. This applies to home village and clan capital. Alright, good enough. Jamon, do you want Skeleton Park? Does he still have a hit? I don't think Jamon's around. I think he went to bed. He went to bed like a baby. So yeah, Kick, you can take that, and then you can also... do I care about DC enough to wait? Let's see if Pink Frogs has anything to hit. They had a peek for me yesterday, but I don't know if they kept it around. They don't have many hits left. Sen 22, GQ DC, yeah, I can do that. Oh, they took it. They took the peek. It has a default. All right, we'll go to Sen 22. If it's interesting bases, we can give it a try. As Kick clears the defaults. Kick, if you also, if the peak is default, I didn't check, but if that's default, you can just take it. GQ DCBL, okay. Wait, these are actual bases. What? Who is this clan? Clan location, North Korea. Okay. This is a real clan with a real base, huh? Can you even Sparky this? I believe if you jump this wall and you triple ram here. Wait, can you triple ram here? No. If you jump these walls and then you ram here, kill the spear thrower, you can ram this top side. Does that help you? I think Sparky is more pleasant from that angle if I want to go Sparky. There's an air defense on the flank. Blast doesn't cover it. We can probably just Hog Rider the Spear and Air Defense. It's not a pleasant base to hit. By that I mean it's very unpleasant. Alright, let's try it. If we screw this up, it's gonna be really ugly, by the way. It's gonna get really ugly really fast. I said I wanted a hog, but do we have to hog? Probably do. Or we can go the wizard strat. And double frost. What does wizard look like? All right, we're doing 8 wizards, boys. Hold on to your asses. This can go horribly, horribly wrong. All right. First, let's see if this jump works. If this jump doesn't work, it's already over, by the way. So. I think we actually have to jump like... Wait, this jump doesn't work. Oh no. We have to jump like this. Let me park this. Okay, it does work. Okay, thank God. I thought I almost griefed it at the freaking get-go. I was having immediate buyer's remorse. And then we can freeze this. And then probably freeze the spear. Okay, that's pretty good. Oh my god, bro. That's so unlucky. My hogs just screwed me. Oh god. Oh god, don't look. Cover your eyes. Cover your eyes, it's a Wuhua. It's a Wuhua. Oh my god, cover your eyes. Wait, is it that cooked though? Let me see. The dragons don't have their post, so we can kill them pretty easily. It's actually not over here. We actually got a lot. Wait, hold on, hold on. That went horribly wrong, but this might be finishable. We still have the wizard bomb-ish. We can giant at the start, 8 wizards, double frost. Pull the last dragon in with my troops, and I dragon. We can also use rams as we get deeper in. So we can do this. Actually, we can just ram at the start, now I think about it. Is this looking bad? Absolutely. Is it maybe playable? Kind of. Could also consider bringing... Could also consider bringing 2 graveyards. But I think you have to go 2 Frost. 8 Wizards, 4 Hogs. Don't need a Giant at all. I have a lot of barbs. With perfect play, this is still doable. It's not every day you hear an atheist say, "Oh God." Well, hold on tight, boys. We're gonna have to do a hope and a prayer for this. Oh my god. My Wizards just took a beating. Wait, this is so close. Oh my god, this is so freaking close. Please. Please tell me this Eye Dragon finishes. Oh my god, did we get it? No! Eye Dragon, no! 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 I'll save this if I need my bonus attack. Alright, that's a 750. I might need my bonus though, so I'll leave that there. Oh, that would have been the sickest comeback. No. That was so close. That was so close. Yet so far. Alright, GQ is Sparky Rage Graveyard. This is like the quintessential Sparky Rage Graveyard kind of base. 2 Hog Riders on the spears and then go in on the right. Yeah, I'll go in with that. 100 push-ups in 2 days. We're becoming Saitama, boys. We're becoming Saitama here. If you were a believer, your prayer would work. This is what I get for not praying to God every day, huh? I only pray to him when it's convenient. I got what I deserve. So freaking close. Yeah, Dragon Cliffs is the hardest base for a reason. Oh my god, that's a lot of hoggies. This is a good hit. It's okay. I have a rage down. Gutted the front section, 2 graveyards in the back. Crusher is here, so it's gonna be hard to do a hog spam finish. What kind of clan did you find here? Jesus. These are like actual bases. I really do think Sparky has to be the finish when you have a rage down like this. I think Sparky stands in the rage on the air bombs, and then you can also chain the Spear Thrower air defense afterwards. So it's probably a haste Sparky finish. And Barb should be able to kill the trash building, so we'll let him go as I check out the chains. So you can chain the multi-cannon off of the air defense, you can chain the Raptor Rocket off of the mortar. Probably have some Hog Riders for the Rocket Artillery's graveyard on top of the multi-mortar, sounds right. So 3.6k, once again, it's not the craziest first hit. I really was hoping to get that last shot on the air defense though. But we'll see if we can still make it work. So I got this. Rams, you have a couple Rams that go inside on this multi-cannon. But after that, the Rams kind of just leave you on their own, huh? So we'll probably want to go with Hog Riders and Giants instead. Unfortunately, these graveyards over here are going to be a little bit wasted, because I guess we maybe could have put them a little bit more forward. But hindsight is hindsight, and this is what we got to work with. Oh wait, Blastbow is low. It only survives 1 Rage Chain. Okay. That works as well. Last Rider here. Last Rider here. Alright, looks good. Random crap is pulling the zaps. You'll have to see it. And GG. Okay. So I got one. Let's see if we can get another. So there's that. Let's see Balloon Lagoon. I think they asked for Balloon Lagoon, not Balloon's Workshop. Balloon Lagoon is a hard one too. At least I'm not great at Balloon Lagoons. I think you can just hate Sparky right side and then triple balloon the Inferno. Does that work? Maybe want to balloon the cannon just to be sure. What does that look like? Bro, why do they have like the latest Elo bases? That's like this is like the latest Elo meta where you have the District Hall in the corner here with big defenses around. Why do they have the latest, sweatiest bases? What's going on here? This is suspicious. But you can still triple balloon this. It is a weakness. Fortress Shard is annoying though. Kind of chokes the deployment zone. You'll have to wait for all three of these to go down before you can get an angle, I think. Okay. So I'm intentionally ignoring your questions. So have you ever sat down by yourself and deeply started thinking seriously to yourself, how do girls find it? Have you ever wondered why you're getting ignored? Have you ever thought for maybe even like a fraction of a second that you deserve to be ignored? Wait, what? Giant goes that way? Oh crap. Did they bait my Sparky successfully? I don't know. No, they did not. Should be fine. Especially if we get one of these cannons. Because we can donut the rest. Or just the Graveyard will hit it down on the second attack. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Okay, so that Tesla's gone because of that Graveyard. Second Graveyard is positioned well. I was hoping that I would get the Rock Artillery. I wasn't expecting this particular pathings, so my instincts tell me that I can just go with Sparky because this is like a really fat chain at the start. Are my instincts correct though? It is hard to Sparky, I'll admit. Triple rocket artillery, it's unpleasant. Hello, is this air bombs? And is there a better way to kill this face? Does balloons work? Purgatar's really nasty. Oh, well, there's double air bombs. Yeah, no, it has to be Sparky. Something tells me it's Rage Frost, but that's really sketchy. Or do we just go with the carts? It could be haste carts. Because Spark is really bad at the end. Chat, what do we think? I'm asking chat. It's either haste carts or Sparky Rage. How cooked am I if I'm asking chat? The send chat of all things. Let's go with this. I think we have to do a graveyard here on top of the multi-cannon. Sparky takes a lot of damage. Good rage. Oh my god. That's alright. I need Sparky to go left. Alright. That sucks. Oh, I was so close actually. I almost had the air defenses. Rip. That sucks. I needed Sparky to go left, then I was fine because the Larrys overwhelmed the rock artillery on the right side. Darn it. No way we were going for 3-shot. Well, we went 1 for 3. We went 1 for 3. Wait, no, was. Wait, this is BGP. Oh, this is BGP. Rip. Sorry about that. This is a really rough clan to face, though. Let's go back to Twins, guys. Let's see what we got. I'm seasonal, like many animes. What happened? Did we just find another default? Oh no. Death Star would have 3-star this with 50 barbs? True, true. I'm not the right person to have on BL. Yeah, sorry about that, Alex. That's a rough clan to face. Alright, we randomly went from the worst matchmaking ever to like the best, so I'm not gonna question it, let's just go. Why do they have a level 1 Zap Trap? That's so weird. They have maxed everything. Well, actually no, they're not maxed everything. They have random max walls, huh? Matchmaking when Resi said he can't attack. Oh. I just noticed Resi, he hasn't logged on this week. Every time Resi is here, our clan is so cursed. And every time he's gone, it's all defaults. I'm starting to notice a pattern that Resi might not like. You select army fast? I mean, once you've done this enough, you've done enough defaults, you can just train them by heart. But it also leads to more mistakes if you train this fast, so be careful. I think Void, the GM Emperor, though, he has the record on the fastest GM army training. He's not very accurate at his GM army training, but he does have the record. Reminds me of when Void did the world record for selecting default GM troops. Yeah. I think he's trained the wrong army like 3 times. And as you might imagine, all 3 times were fails. Do I feel better now that I have a colorful shirt? This was actually the last shirt I had because today is my day I do laundry and I'm so lazy about doing laundry. I only do it when I have literally nothing left. I'm about to go to work in underwear if I don't do laundry today. And so this was the last thing in my closet. Jamon's busy. He's got places to be, better things to do. He's a man of focus, of commitment and sheer will. This is modded, actually. Hold on. I think you can... Wait, have I hit this? I think I've hit this exact base before. I'm pretty sure you can donut this. Right? Can you donut this? It's close. If you can't, I think it's... You just... hang the towel. So you need 1 barb here, 1 barb here, maybe a barb on the multi-cannon, or 2, so 5 is probably good. We won't have any giants, is that fine? Like, no giants for Spark, we have a giant for the miner, of course. One ram, 2 ram. Yeah, I don't think he can afford 2. Do I need triple? What's this 3 barrel doing actually? I think you only need this. So I guess we can have a giant. Let's try. He said, do you still watch Home Village related content on YouTube? I have not. I haven't watched any Channel 17 or 18. So I don't even know what the new defense... If you asked me what the new defense at Channel 17 was, like, I literally can't tell you. That's how out of the loop I am. Minor giant. Wait, he moved a cannon, which is actually good for me. Alright. Oh my god, I forgot the graveyard. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I inted. Oh god, I inted. Oh, Miner also inted. Alright, whatever. I think we were cooked. I think we were cooked regardless with that Miner. Oh, that's so sad though. No! Why does the Chinese clan default change their Balloon Lagoon? Wait, that graveyard is kind of cracked though. It's tanking that rocket shell for forever. Wait, this was so freaking close. Oh, it's a tragedy. Oh, it's a 750. Yo, check the out SP and look at the Miner. Do I want to see this? I feel like it's going to be disgusting. What does the Miner do? Oh, you zap there? Huh. You don't barb the Miner. Miner goes... Oh, he's about to go... Oh, Miner got hit by the... Oh my god! Oh god! Oh god! It gets hit by the minion hive and then it skips the Tesla. Oh god. That's nasty. That is nasty. Alright. We got 4 one-shots. That's pretty good. That is horrendous. Cover your eyes. Oh no. Just when you think the Miner can't get worse. It pulls a that. Just when you think you saw the worst of what the miner had to offer, it insists on even worse. That is why miner is the most hated troop for cleanup? Nah, that's what miner is goated at. But it is terrible when you needed to do a very specific pathing, which is what Skeleton Park is. So, you glazed the Flying Fortress before, what's your opinion on it now? It sucks. Air in general sucks. It's not just Flying Fortress. Air just got power crept by Graveyard. And it just doesn't use Graveyard as well. I think Blue Lagoon was a 750 though, so back to the push-up mines. Yep. Yeah, Fortress is now just the worst. I don't know if AoE would make it good, but it needs something. It just doesn't do enough damage versus max defenses. I don't think it was balanced to two-shot most max districts. Alright, do I want to try this peak on stream? Alright, I guess I can. So let's quickly go through these force quits. How many attacks do I have left? So we don't make much progress on raid 18, but that's fine. It's better than what we were looking at the start of this raid weekend. Our loot per raid went down a lot, but we at least clear raid 17 now. Not enough to splash other defenses, though. Right now its stats are so low that it gets wrecked by air defenses. Yeah, I'll do push-ups in 1 second. I shall do the promised push-ups. Maybe I want to not miner this, because that could be a throw. Don't worry, I did not forget. I will do them in a moment after we clean this crap up. Yesterday was the most push-ups I've seen you do. Yesterday was the most push-ups I've ever done in a day. My arm still hurt. How many has-been decided clans are there? I've seen a lot on your server, but every time I see one, I see a different name, but it's the same. There's a lot. There's has-been, there's could-been, there's never will be or whatever it should be. There's a lot of decided clans. Alright, let's do third set of push-ups. And then someone can clean up at Balloon Skies if they have attacks. Okay. If I have to do more than 30 though today, I might die. So let's just keep it there. Arms are sore as hell. Balloon Skies. 11. I wish I took your opinion into account, but sadly mine was 25 house space and goal was 160. If goal was 25, I would definitely use it. Goal with 25 housing space. The world would be in equilibrium. The birds would be chirping. Everything would be all right. Miter this. What is this new push-up ritual? We do push-ups for 750s now. Every 750 is 10 push-ups. And because I very rarely fail, it means I don't have to do that many. Alright, just kill a giant king and bomb tower. That should be good. Heal there. His chest must be exploding, lol. Yesterday was really bad. Yesterday, I had to do 8 sets. Today, it's been chill. Haven't made too many stupidly terrible blunders. And let's see if we can get this peak though. We're at 12, so we get the peak, it's 14. Probably jump to the left, minion, kill the stuff on the left, start sparking on the crusher, probably. Or on the other one, other crusher, yeah, other crusher's better. Probably do an early rage. Like around here, because Sparky's gonna kill these buildings. Once Sparky gets one shot on the cannon, there's actually nothing that shoots Sparky on the crusher. Actually, maybe this spear, I don't know, but it's not worth tanking, and then we can save our tanking for later into the base. This crusher is annoying over here. We might just rage it. We'll see. We'll see what the base gives us. You just notice he's jacked? You didn't notice that before? I'm not jacked, but I do... Well, it depends on what you consider jacked. Because I can do a single push-up, that puts me in the top 99 percentile of Americans, if not even higher. But if, like, you go to the gym, you'll see people way more jacked than me. So it depends on your definition. But just being able to lift myself out of bed, that puts me in like the top 50% of Americans. So the bar isn't very high over in the States. Was that an air bomb? Okay. Pretty sure that was. Sparky's pretty fast, so we can actually get away with being slow. And last time the Eye Dragon completely screwed me over, so let's be more diligent here. Okay. Okay, we screwed that up so bad. Oh my god. This is why you don't try to multitask. And I just fat fingered all my barbs. That's fine. Sen and multitasking. Name a worse duo. I used to think I was so good at multitasking, but then as I've grown older, I've realized that I'm terrible at it. I've realized that if I'm doing two things at once, I make zero progress on either one. Why is he roasting America so hard? It's the land of the free. You can say what you want. You can trash your fellow Americans all you want. I think you start on the right side. No, I just start over here. And just bring 4 wizard and you're good. It's hard for me to do that, sniping the Super Dragon with that amount of troops. Sometimes you need an extra bar, but with enough practice it becomes pretty automatic. But actually, I don't know how much it's the land of the free anymore. Apparently, the US is implementing new AI technology to check if people have anti-American sentiments before they get let into the country. I don't know how true that is, but that's not very free to me. Okay, Jamont, I just want you to know that message is censored. I can see it, and that's not being uncensored. Just for your information. I know you're trying 3 different renditions of that message to try to get it through. That's not being let through, Jamon. Alright, these last 5 raids were pretty good. Let's see what we got for the next clan. We have pretty awkward heads for the last clan. But if we can finish this up, we'll have a pretty decent raid weekend. But yeah, I think I'll end off here, and then I'll do the last hits off stream. But we can go to the art section of the stream, as I promised in the title. And yeah, we're not letting that through, Jamon. At least read it out loud so the chat can know what I'm asking. The chat's better off not knowing. Alright, let's work a little bit. So I've set up some stuff for today. To go through. But yeah, raid weekend stream over. Time for a little bit of art at the end. I think I've done all my clans, yeah. So yeah, let's get started. Dude, the chat needs to know? No, they don't. No, they do not need to know. Come on. You know it as well as I do, what that was. The chat will be better living the rest of their lives not knowing what you've just said. Actually, I'll probably do another layer, so let's just figure out how we want to do the hands. So let's make these thinner. The fingers a little bit thinner. The chat does not need to know. All right, Jamon, you can try a fourth time to circumvent the YouTube auto moderation system. I'm not gonna let it through. If YouTube lets it through, then that's on them. I'll try one last time to get it through. If you can't make it through YouTube, I will not read it. That's the deal, Mr. Jamon. Let's do this. So if you had to choose between 70-year-old woman or a Q-Hoff Fern boy. Okay. Just because I read it doesn't mean I'm gonna answer that, so we'll leave you to your own devices, Jamon. This is why I told you guys don't need to see Jamon's messages. Now I can remove it and I can put him in timeout. You guys can vote. Does Jamon need to be put in the timeout corner? This is a democracy. What is this question? This is the standard kind of question that gets asked when crops and battles are here, and Jamon is taking up the mantle in their absence. Go with this. Alright, that's about right. I think I want the palms to be longer though. And now we can actually, both hands are done, so now we can do another layer. Sorry. He's in the timeout corner. The chat has spoken, Jamon. Let's make this lighter, and then let's do the line work. So from here, we put in some more details. This is a low view, so you'll see the eyelash is more pronounced. I'm a manga writer. I eventually want to be. So I'm just slowly working my way up though. That. Looks okay. Does that work? No. JoJo Bizarre Adventure once inspired you to be a manga author? Yeah. I think a lot of people who read manga have that moment, but then you realize it's so much work. And it's like, eh. But for me, I have a story that I've been planning for a really long time, and I don't think it works in any other medium than manga. Or at least it doesn't work in like light novels or text as well, so. This side needs to be a little bit. Eyelash. Good enough. Did I watch One Piece? I've said this before. I tried One Piece a couple years ago during COVID. Watched like 20 episodes, but then I was like, I can't watch hundreds of episodes just to get to the quote good part. I'd rather just watch all the other anime I could be watching. Did you draw all this from nothing? Basically. I have references though. Like, I'll take pictures of myself to get poses and stuff. No one draws purely from memory. At least the mangakas that do, those, they're like the famous ones. But like artists in general, they always draw from references. Like this. Then we do the other side. Actually, we can do the hand too. It's a little bit too long. Shorten it like this. other side. So what do you do if your stream has 1,000 viewers? What do you mean? Like, would I make streaming my career? Yeah, I could. But the thing with content creation and streaming is that it comes in waves. Like, it's not as reliable as an income source as like a stable job. But I eventually want to be able to have my manga and then be able to live off of that. So I'm slowly building the skills and I'm slowly saving up. Like, I don't spend much money right now because, first of all, I live with my mom, so I'm just leeching off of her. I basically save everything I earn, and then if I ever want to take the risk one day, I'll have a lot of cash in the bank. Because doing stuff like content creation or like manga as like a living, it's a big risk. And there's a lot of people that end up, you know, it doesn't work out and then they can't pay rent. I don't want to be in that position. I definitely want to like go for it one day, but I'm gonna at least save up for now. Because no matter what dreams you have, at the end of the day, you gotta eat food. And you probably want to have a roof over your head too. So the way I see it, pursue your dreams all you want, but also be realistic and do it smartly. Okay. Then let's do the hands. That's too big. Let's first start over here, actually. We can actually keep this. What is the longest art block you ever have? Mine is 2 years. What do you mean by art block? There's definitely some stuff that I felt like I wasn't good enough to, like ideas I felt like I wasn't good enough to make work as I was just starting out. But like I usually try to grind through times when I can't think of anything. And the way I find to do that is just keep working. So I don't think I experience art block in the same way as a lot of people do. Let's actually make this a little bit longer. Let's pull this down. Like this. But for me, when it comes to art, it's usually not the idea that stumps me, it's my abilities. And this. And okay. I think this is a pretty good place to call it for now. Make good progress here. I can worry about the rest of the body, which is a lot easier off stream, as well as finish up Raid Weekend off stream. But yeah, thank y'all for coming out today. It was a chill stream, didn't have too many fails. And yeah, we're basically done Raid Weekend at Balloon Skies. I'll just have to finish it off stream with a couple more accounts. And I'll see you guys all next week. I can take any last questions or any last recommendations to check out. I'll finally look up the Madao stuff. Gotta check out Barb Centuria. And I'll see what else there is. But yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a crazy week ahead of us if you're in the United States. We'll see how it goes with the Venezuelan president. But for the rest of you guys, take care.